Okay, looks like we're live. Thank you very much for joining me, everybody, and welcome. My name is Richard Andrews. I am the Vice President of Inspiring Speakers Bureau. I'm also the founder of Speaker Match Academy, and I also am the founder of the Inspiring Speakers Bureau membership program. So once again, thank you very much for joining me. This webinar is titled Membership Site Success for Speakers and Experts, a Recurring Revenue Paradigm Shift for Thought Leaders. I wanted to put this program together initially for all of the speaker students, experts, coaches, consultants, teachers, trainers, writers, and other types of salespeople and marketers that I work with to teach them a different way to shift into having a great business model and recurring revenue income generation system. So that's why I'm doing this webinar, and that's what today's talk is all about. What we'll discover today? Well, quite simply, I want to teach you about the best way to help you boost your income and get your career to the next level. It's through recurring revenue and membership site development. And if you're any type of thought leader at all, whether you're a speaker who I primarily work with, or a business coach, trainer, consultant, again, any of the groups I mentioned already, membership sites are probably the best way for you to get started sharing your specialized knowledge and really just plugging in what you know to a workable way to make money with it. So I've been working for almost 13 years now with these groups of people, and I found that a lot of them want to start membership sites, but membership sites, as they're traditionally done, are very difficult to do. They're time consuming, they are difficult and expensive to start, and they're really preventing speakers and experts from actually achieving their full potential, which is a shame because the membership site model is a really good one, but people don't know how to use it properly. So I think it's important that people learn how to use membership sites the right way, and that's why Memberships University is different. We don't follow a traditional membership site setup and way of doing things. We want to get your membership site done quickly and launched fast. So it's a way to do things in a minimalistic kind of fashion where you don't have to spend a lot of time and effort and money and complicated moving parts to get things going. And I think that is perfect for a lot of speakers and experts who already have other elements of their business that they're trying to work on and maybe don't have as much time for something like a membership site. By the way, I just want to say before you dig in too deep here, I've got a bonus for everybody who attends all the way to the end of today's webinar. It's called Profitability, Mindset, and Strategic Approach for Speakers and Experts. And if you email me at membership@inspiringspeakers.com, membership@inspiringspeakers.com, and just let me know the secret words that I'll be implanting in this recording close to the end, just to let me know that you watched all the way to the end. I'll be sure to send you that course. It's a $497 value, but you got to watch all the way to the end to get it. So hopefully this is beneficial to you and your career, and I think that it will be. Now, I've got a promise to everyone who attends today's workshop. That is quite simply that I'm going to teach you a strategy for starting a new business model that will revolutionize your career trajectory as a thought leader and bolster your bottom line in powerful, lasting ways. And if you can trust me enough to believe that that's a rock-solid promise, which it is, I think that you're going to get a lot from today's workshop. I think you're going to find that Memberships University and Inspiring Speakers Bureau can deliver on that promise, and I'm excited to prove that to you. So that's today's promise. Now, you're here probably because you're an emerging speaker or coach, and we all know that the most important thing to new business people, and of course experienced ones, is making sure that your revenue streams are stable, that they are unshakable, that they are not easily diminished or decreased, but that they are stable and hopefully continually growing. And if you're a writer, teacher, expert, or really anyone with specialized knowledge or message, it's crucial that you have those income streams working in your business. If not, you're just simply not going to be able to do thought leadership business full time. So the first question to get relevance out of today's workshop is, are you any of those people? And I assume you are. The second question would be, do you want to build a large, ever-growing customer base and reach your audience on a wider scale by sharing your expertise in a meaningful, high-impact way? And do you want to do so using cutting-edge technology and dynamic teaching and leadership methods? There's a lot of people talking about how to, start your business and do things with cutting-edge this, that, and the other. But there really are a few truly dynamic, truly cutting-edge ways to build a large client base and become a really excellent thought leader. And we're going to get into that today. The third question is, do you want to get more sales, customers, and clients than ever before using a new business model without encountering the usual challenges of developing a complex, effort-intensive, traditional speaking or coaching business? And I say traditional, once again, referring back to the earlier slide, because there's a misnomer out there that you have to follow the traditional path to success that I think a lot of new speakers and experts fall into, that you can't do things a different way. You have to kind of follow the path that's already been worn and followed by prior professionals in your industry. And that's simply not true. There's an excellent, powerful way to get more customers, sales, and clients using different business models, in particular the one we're going to talk about today, which will avoid the problems that you encounter with the traditional speaking coaching businesses. So that's the third question. The fourth is, do you have a lot of value to deliver through your product, services, and offerings, but haven't found the ideal solution for doing so, while also making enough to quit your day job and be in business full time? There's a lot of speakers and experts who are able to do a bit of speaking and, some coaching or what have you, but they just can't make enough money to be full time in it. They have to have a day job. They have to have another income source. And what I really want to help you do is get to the point where you're able to go full time, go all in as a business person. That's the goal. So if this sounds like you, Memberships University is exactly what you've been looking for. And another really basic question is, why aren't there more new speakers, coaches, and experts succeeding? There's a lot of ways to look at this question, but one of the key things that I want to talk about is some of the really slick marketers and gurus out there. I think it's proliferated to the point where it's just absolutely everywhere these days. There's all types of offers and really, really kind of persuasive sales copy and videos and so forth, telling people to do this or do that. But really they're following very traditional models. They're following models that are not all that innovative or original. And they're talking about, starting a speaking or coaching business basically the hard way. Doing old-fashioned things that really are keeping these thought leaders from excelling in their ability to grow their income quickly. And that's great for the slick marketers because, as long as they've got the good marketing channel and they're able to get people to listen to what they say and buy their products, then that's all they care about. But in the meantime, there's a lot of new speakers and experts who are just not making enough money. So that's one of the reasons that Inspiring Speakers launched Memberships University, to help people have a new business model that's going to allow them to earn money and get full-time in their speaking business by going a different route than the traditional route. And here's what you need to know. Speakers and experts on the cutting edge are already starting to reach their markets and do things differently by creating membership sites. In other words, the game has changed and most people don't even know it. So that's why we're here today. We're here to talk about membership sites, and we're here to talk about how you can do things differently starting your business. I'm not telling you that you have to stop speaking or coaching or consulting or whatever it is you're doing. All I'm saying is you're able to plug in your message with a new model, a new system, a new way of doing things that will allow you to really take your career to the next level in a way that you might not have ever expected or believed you could. So before we go any further, I'd like to introduce myself. Again, my name is Richard Andrews. Before I got into the speaking industry, I was actually a high school English teacher, and I have my master's in education. Prior to that, I had a career before that also, briefly before I got into teaching, which was as a certified public relations specialist. I worked at City Hall, writing things like press releases and public service announcements and so forth. So I have a pretty good experience with writing and communications. Did a lot of work with politicians in the early part of my career, and then teaching for a few years as a high school teacher. Really helped me learn how to be a good communicator, a good teacher, somebody who was able to express things that the students needed to learn and know effectively, and that kind of helped me then get into speaking, which I've been in since 2007, the professional speaking industry, and I've been working as a trainer for professional speakers since 2009. So I was originally the communications director of Inspiring Speakers Bureau, starting in 2007, and since 2009 I've been a coach for Inspiring Speakers Bureau, and we've launched different types of training programs for our speakers. I myself have enrolled thousands of experts and thought leaders from 23 countries to date through my academies, and I've developed numerous membership training programs, courses, and other types of training materials and professional development resources for speakers and branded experts. And I've learned a lot of different things that work and a lot of things that don't work, and I've spent a lot of time trying to help people who were banging their heads against the wall and doing things according to the traditional route, or the route that they thought they had to take, and taught them how to do things a little bit differently. So, my work with both Speaker Match and Inspiring Speakers has allowed me to find a better way to make money, to get full-time as a speaker, and to really excel your career as quickly as you can in a way that's going to allow you to make money, not just now, but over the long term. So that's a little bit about me. And, during my time over these last several years, since 2009, I've been doing this, I've realized that there's a better way to make money for speakers, basically. Membership sites are a pretty intuitive way for experts and thought leaders to make money. I mean, all it takes is for you to format and package your material differently. But there's still not a lot of speakers doing that. It's interesting. And those who are trying to do it are doing it in flawed ways. There's a lot of online course marketers nowadays telling people that they need to, start their course this way or build a membership site that way. And that's been going on for several years. But I've seen that people who, thought leaders who want to have membership sites, they may realize that the opportunity is there for plugging their information into membership site format, but they just haven't been doing it the right way. So again, today's webinar is about learning how to do that differently, have that model work in a much simpler, easier way. And at some point along the line, I realized that speakers needed to plug into the membership site model in a way that would be quick and easy. Membership sites can be very, very unruly beasts, very complicated and complex and difficult and time-consuming to set up. And that in itself scares people away. You don't the name of the game with business is getting things done quickly and launching it in an efficient way. And unfortunately, the traditional membership site model is not ideal for that in any way. So the Memberships University program is basically focused on solving the problems that traditional membership sites have presented, and allowing the maximum growth and recurring revenue potential of the membership site model to kind of kick in and be the driving determinant of your success and how you do things in being a membership site owner. So that's a little bit how Memberships University was born. Just a little bit further about me and my own background. In 2015, I approached SpeakerMatch. And if you're not familiar with SpeakerMatch, it's the largest speakers bureau in the world. And I contacted Brian Kaplowitz. He's an amazing business guy, owner and founder of SpeakerMatch, and basically, proposed a new educational and training division of SpeakerMatch called SpeakerMatch Academy. And what SpeakerMatch Academy would do would be to act as, again, educational division of SpeakerMatch to train speakers how to build their speaking business and other factors and elements related to being a thought leader, and allow them to get a hold of that training in a way that will bring their business into focus in a new way and help them grow their speaking business and other, information entrepreneurship pursuits that they may be trying to start and grow. That's what SpeakerMatch Academy was intended from the beginning to do. And Brian gave me the chance to start and launch that. Again, SpeakerMatch is the largest online speakers bureau and sort of the McDonald's of the speaking industry. SpeakerMatch has been around since 2002 and is just a really dynamic, important cornerstone of the speaking industry. So with SpeakerMatch Academy, I had the opportunity to work with a lot of speakers from around the world who were in the emerging speaker stage, and I was able to really focus on what their needs were. And to date, we've registered countless members from, like I say, over 20 countries now. And these thousands of members have been able to, start and grow their own speaking businesses, coaching businesses, do other things, consulting, training, writing, teaching, you name it. And SpeakerMatch Academy has been an important foundation for their own professional development. And thankfully, I was able to use the experience that I had with SpeakerMatch Academy and come back to my initial company that I worked for, Inspiring Speakers Bureau. I eventually became vice president of that company, leaving my old position as communications director, which then allowed me to do new things like, experiment with my own training programs. So then I kind of did a carbon copy of SpeakerMatch Academy and sort of birthed the Inspiring Speakers Bureau membership program. And what that is it's the educational division of Inspiring Speakers Bureau, similar to SpeakerMatch Academy being the training and educational division of SpeakerMatch. So we do the same thing to some extent at Inspiring Speakers with our membership programs, and we help new and emerging speakers grow their business also. So different courses and programs, but to similar offerings. And I've been able to work with these people around the world and help them grow their businesses. So I've been very blessed and fortunate to do that. And the reason I'm so passionate about, membership sites is because of the limited period membership format that I developed for all of, Inspiring Speakers and SpeakerMatch Academy stuff. And the limited period membership is a membership site model that basically allows you to quickly package and offer your information through a membership site format. And the reason it's called limited period is because a lot of memberships have kind of no end date, whereas the membership format that I teach has an end date. It's either a 3, 6, 9, or 12 month, or even longer if you want, membership offering where your information is packaged and then offered over the course of that customer's lifetime as a member of your membership site. So it's called limited period membership. And since I've started working as a trainer and coach with my limited period membership programs, I've been really fortunate. It's put me in a great position. I've been able to work with some really important and key industry figures, people like Jack Canfield, National Speakers Association co-founder Joel Weldon, one of the forefathers of the speaking industry, Rich Dad Poor Dad Robert Kiyosaki, Les Brown, even worked with President Carter, Wayne Dyer before his passing, Robin Sharma, Magic Johnson, Patricia Fripp, and many others. So I've been able to do a lot of good things, and much of it ties back into the training systems that I use with the limited period membership format that I created and offer all my materials through. So, I've since started teaching the limited period membership model to my speaker students in the meantime, and they've begun implementing my training into developing their own online courses and membership through the limited period membership model. So I've been doing this for some time, but I've never had, an official big reveal party, I'm coining it here, with something like Memberships University that actually puts the power of the limited period membership in the hands of my students. I've been teaching people how to do membership sites for some time and package their expertise and specialized knowledge through the membership model, but never had something in specific that taught them the success blueprints as such. But with Memberships University, this is kind of the big reveal where I'm kind of showing everybody how I do it and helping them do the same thing for their own business. So that's a little bit about the limited period membership format. You'll hear a lot of that. I'm actually going to just abbreviate it for today and just to make things easier by saying the LPM format. So that means limited period membership format. And again, that's the way that I package all of my lessons and courses and programs in the membership site format, and also how I encourage my students to do the same. So LPM format is what we'll call it. And here's why that's all an important story for you. I'm not a speaker. You may be listening and you may be a speaker. I'm not a speaker, but I've worked with a lot of speakers, and I know what it takes for speakers to become viable and grow their business. So simply put, I've discovered a better way for speakers and thought leaders to become more profitable, prolific, and viable information entrepreneurs. And I'm going to help you do the exact same thing for your own business. So, this is a simple success system. This is something that, if you're ready to take your speaking business to the next level of profitability through recurring income, Memberships University is for you. And, recurring income is becoming a bit of a buzzword these days. Everybody wants to have their own, recurring income system of some kind, but they don't know exactly how to set it up. But, I think this launch, this program, this offering, this training is going to help people understand and implement recurring income streams in a really amazing way. And I'm excited for people to get a hold of this stuff. If you want to repurpose your knowledge and expertise in a new way that will free up your time and help you create rock solid, unshakable income streams, Membership University is for you. And, I think a lot of people already want to create courses, and they want to have membership sites. Like I said, they are ready to do these things. They don't need to be sold on the concept. But the difference is that they've never had somebody teach them how to do a membership site easily and without a lot of the stumbling blocks that they would otherwise have in their business if they were to try to do it without the right type of training. And I just continually see a lot of people struggling with this. It's something that doesn't have to be so painful. So I think once we get into this and you see a little bit about how simple limited period memberships can be as taught through Memberships University, you're going to be really excited to get started. So I want to go over a few of the key aspects today of the Memberships University training system. And like I say, it's pretty basic. There's really not as many moving pieces as a traditional membership site. And I think the main thing is that we want to have the fastest, easiest path to creating recurring revenue. So as a thought leader, you're someone who has expertise and information that's valuable and it's sellable. So you can parlay that into business and membership sites, but it has to be done the right way, or else you'll never get started, you'll never actually launch it, and you'll never get the recurring income that you want out of this membership model. But the great thing is that this is done by somebody who's worked with speakers, and I know exactly what it is that you need to do as a thought leader to transfer your knowledge, transfer your information into a course format. And that's basically what this is about. LPMs are the perfect way for speakers, coaches, and experts to package and sell their information. I've been doing this for a long time, and I've seen a lot of people fail miserably, unfortunately, with having their information packaged the wrong way, not creating membership sites correctly, and having a lot of trouble getting things packaged and offered. It's really sad, actually, that people struggle as they do. But I think when you learn how to do it in a simple way, which is the main driving focus of what we're trying to do here, it can change everything. It can change how quickly you can get the recurring revenue site up and going, and how you can grow it. And really, this is about growing a revenue stream from small to much larger. So I think we'll be able to do that in a much simpler and more viable way than you might have imagined you ever could. And the other thing I want to say at this point is you don't need to take my word for it about membership sites either. All you need to do is take a look at the biggest speakers and experts at the top of the mountain these days and see that they're all leveraging the power of memberships and recurring income in one way or another. Now, whether that's Tony Robbins, whether it's Brian Tracy, Les Brown, or really a whole slew of other speakers, it's amazing for me to see as my time in the speaking industry goes on, just the really impressive dynamic ways that speakers are leveraging their information entrepreneurship and transferring their knowledge into income streams, and learning how to package things in a way that will help them make the maximum amount of money from their expertise. And it used to be that it was just info products. You might have an ebook or an MP3 recording or something simple, CDs, maybe DVDs or whatever. But now everybody wants the recurring revenue system. Everybody wants to have that Netflix model of membership offering. And if you do any research on these top speakers, you'll see that they all have learned to do that. So I want to do that for you, and I want you to be able to reach your full career potential in using the same tools and methods and strategies that these great leaders are already using. Now, here's the good thing about memberships, universities, and the success system we teach that really distinguishes us, I think, from our competitors. And I don't think you'll find anything out there these days that will allow you to create membership sites as quickly and easily and have them become as profitable as our system will allow you to be. LPM sites can be set up in 48 hours or less. LPM sites are easy to maintain. LPM sites don't require fancy, pricey add-ons. They don't require as much time as traditional membership sites. And the best part is they keep subscribers active. They keep people active and they keep people from canceling. And one of the biggest things about having a membership site is that it's said that most people cancel within 3 months of a membership site. A lot of people cancel after 1 month, even if you have all your ducks lined up and your content is good. A lot of people just don't stay on for more than a month or two, unfortunately. With the LPM model, the end date is always in sight. There's always a way for your customers to know that it's coming to a close at 3 months, 6 months, 9, 12 months. And it actually encourages retention. It encourages them to stay active. And there's a lot of things baked into the training that we purposely integrate into how Memberships University teaches things in order to help you keep your subscribers active and with you all the way through until the very end of your program. So there's a lot of benefits to that. That actually is the main reason why the LPM site model helps people get profitable fast, is because they get the recurring revenue coming in month upon month. And a lot of membership sites flop because if you don't have the recurring revenue coming in, well, then what's the use? A lot of sites require tons of time. I see, I do a lot of research just in my own to see what other membership site owners and teachers are espousing and promoting in terms of growing their own, following and audience base in terms of what they teach, how to start membership sites. And there's still so many teachers out there and, course creators and so on saying, set up all of these extra plugins and add-ons and, all these fancy things that really you don't need. And what it does is it prevents and limits people from actually getting started. So we do away with a lot of the extra fripp, and we simply go with some of the basics that work. And I'll get to what that is soon, but we have things simple and uncomplicated so that it's easy for you to maintain your site and you can get your site set up simply and quickly. So you might be wondering if, as a speaker, your LPM site is a good idea. Your potential, speaking expertise, does it translate into an actual membership site? Well, I think it will. There's all sorts of examples of successful LPM sites that I've seen and worked with in terms of my students. Things as basic as gardening, fundraising, real estate stuff, losing weight. But then, of course, it can be something more complicated, like the particulars of your speaking or coaching business and the specialized knowledge you possess. So there's a lot of different ideas that work for an LPM site. Again, this is a modified membership model. We're not going with the traditional model. We're going to be teaching people how to do things in a very sequential, comprehensive, step-by-step format. And once you can look at your speaking business and pull from it what you need to get, this membership site, the way we teach, set up properly, you'll find that there's a lot of really, really excellent, powerful, relevant content that you can use from your existing speaking business or coaching business to create an LPM site. So here's how we'll be doing it. It's through Memberships University. And Memberships University is the fastest, easiest path to starting and launching a recurring revenue membership site for speakers, coaches, and branded thought leaders. And in this program, we're going to really dig into many, many different aspects of building an LPM site. But, some of the things that will revolve around will be building a list, getting visitors to the site, finding new subscribers, generating profits, including getting affiliates, creating your content, or getting it done for you, in some cases through virtual assistants, and a lot more. But those are some of the foundations. Building a list of leads, getting traffic, getting customers, generating more and more profits through things like affiliates, and getting your lessons done, creating your content. Those are the basics of how to set up and succeed with LPM sites. It's really simple. And then at the end of the program, we're going to get into some really amazing growth tactics that you'll be able to use to really take your income and your money-making potential to the next level. So it's going to be a huge revenue generator for you. I think this alone in the training is something that can help you go full-time as a speaker and as a business person. And I think that, throughout, from the beginning all the way through, you'll find that there's a lot you can learn that can help your primary business model, your speaking and your coaching, through the LPM site management and creation process, and then also just help you make more money than you ever have before. So it's a lot of different things that you'll be able to do through the LPM site system that we teach at Memberships Academy. And in my opinion, Memberships Academy is the game changer that can tip the scales in your favor for your success, for your growth, and for your viability long-term as a speaker. We're going to give you the tools and resources you need to jump in to the head of the line and begin implementing action plans. We're going to give you everything you need to do to make it happen. Some programs just kind of let you have at it and people get lost. We're going to teach you how to do it on a weekly, step-by-step basis. And basically, we're going to cover every area that you need to work on as you get your site going. There's a few things that you need to learn, but once you start doing it, you'll be able to skip a lot of the trial and error stuff that others have stumbled from, and the mistakes of others. And the whole goal of what we teach with Memberships University is avoiding some of the problems that are inherent in other membership sites, and learning how to just focus in a laser targeted way on what does work. So, the goal is big success. The goal is income generation, but the way we get there is by doing things correctly, one step at a time. And I think the way that we have this program formatted and the way that we're going to teach you is going to allow you to do things the right way from the beginning, and learn how to get your LPM site developed, created, launched, and in growth mode in record time. So that's the goal, and that's what we teach, and that's what you're going to learn. So if you decide to join, lesson 1 is all about setting up your membership site in 48 hours or less. We have a 10-step startup checklist, and there's bite-sized action steps broken down in there, teaching you how to create your first lesson, and teaching you how to get started with things like retention and membership site function and processing on a day-to-day basis, working with it the right way and operating it correctly. Operational factors that you need to be aware of. We're going to get into it right from the beginning, but we're also going to teach you how to look at retention and recurring revenue in a new way. Perhaps you've never had an experience with recurring revenue as a membership model. I think you're going to find this to be a very, very powerful way to bolster your income as a thought leader. And again, the whole name of the game for us is retention, getting people to pay you month in and month out to participate in your training course. And to clarify, just once again, Memberships University is intended for speakers and experts who want to be more successful by becoming a profitable, multifaceted infopreneur. We're teaching speakers and thought leaders how to take what they know and repackage it, repurpose it, reformat it in a way that will allow them to create recurring revenue streams from their expertise. Again, we're not going to discourage you from speaking to a live audience. I work for a speakers bureau. I book speaking events for experts all the time, and the speaking industry will never die. There's always going to be a need for speakers to get on stage and deliver their content to a live audience, and of course the same goes for consultants and trainers and teachers and writers and coaches and so on. But what we're teaching how to do is get a new income model, a new way to leverage your expertise through the LPM membership site format. So you'll be able to take your existing knowledge and create unshakable recurring income by starting your own membership site. And this will empower you to be a new type of business person. This is going to enhance your career in a different way. And by the way, you don't have to stop with one membership site. There's some of the students that I've taught have, an entire network of sites. They have started with one membership site and grown it to several. So you can have, various aspects of your expertise fractioned into multiple membership sites, multiple recurring income streams, and create many different sites and courses that allow you to build your income in some pretty incredible ways, and all through the LPM membership site model. So just to say it again, I've been doing this since 2007, and it's a long time by now, and I've seen a lot of different income streams. I think there's a huge push today for these marketers to just throw out these really slick things. They start a course, start a membership site, start this, start that. It's deceptive. It's not being presented in a way that can create an entire new business model for the average person. There's things that can be streamlined. There's things that can be done more efficiently that will actually allow people to launch and become viable and set up, a business for the long term, for the long haul. I think a lot of people start those business ideas and they don't finish. They got caught up with the fancy, pricey add-ons. They got caught up with how complex and time-consuming the membership model, as it's traditionally taught, can be, and they just don't get it done. So that's what we're trying to avoid. And the thing about a program like this is I could charge a lot for it. I see what some of my colleagues, in this regard, I have many different hats I wear, but in terms of teaching about membership sites, I've noticed from some of my research that these people are charging huge amounts for their courses, and I suspect that's because they don't have something else to fall back on. They're probably only teaching membership sites. This is just one of the things I'm doing to help my speakers that are already in my circle do things better and make more money. I'm offering it to the wider community because I want more people to benefit from it. But this is just one of the things that I do. I operate, training academies that are completely unrelated to this. So I don't need to charge a huge amount, and because that's the case, I'm going to offer this at a much lower price than probably anybody out there is offering this kind of training. And I'm doing that because I know what it's like to have these empty promises floating around. People are really shady, unfortunately, really unscrupulous. They've got these empty promises, and they charge huge amounts of money, and they promise the sun and the moon, and then they don't deliver on it. And I don't want to do that. I'm going to charge much less. It's only $39 a month for Memberships University, and you're able to cancel that at any time. There's no need to lock you in or make you pay some huge amount for one chunk of the course and then charge you later on again for a second installment. I just want people to benefit from this training, and I want to see that the new speaker market, I know everybody says this, but I really do mean that. I mean, the new speaker market is rife with people who are just failing. Most people can't get up and going as speakers, and I want to see that change. I want to see more people get to the point where they can start a business and be viable. There's a huge transition these days to people being able to be their own business person, their own, business. And there's a lot of different ways that people are doing that. They're calling themselves speakers and coaches and consultants and et cetera, but really what they are experts. And I want to see people learn how to be really, dynamic information entrepreneurs, not simply speakers, not just coaches or what have you, but really just excellent, top quality information entrepreneurs. And I think a program like this can help you do that. And of course, you take the success that you generate through your membership site and transition that back into your primary business model of speaking, coaching, training, or what have you, and that ends up driving more success for you. So there's a lot of things that you can do when you're able to get something like this set up. And just to indulge your imagination for a moment, imagine for a moment 500 people all paying you $20 per month. That's a $10,000 monthly income, and you're off working on other projects. You're able to, start with your speaking and your coaching and, all the other things that you do and you want to do in a new way with a reimagined, reinvigorated frame and mindset, because you've generated the new success, because you've created the new, income and stability from your membership site that will allow you to do your primary business model in a new way. So that's what I think a membership site can do for you. And if that doesn't excite you, then maybe you should think about doing something else, because you have to be flexible. You have to be multifunctional and able to do different things as a thought leader. And this is an experiment, but I think it's one that you'll find works very well. I think there's a lot of things that people are experimenting with these days that are not working well, but this is one that really does actually work. So, I think having members, having recurring revenue, having customers and clients that pay you month in and month out, that's the dream that a lot of thought leaders have. But to actually do it with the LPM model, with something that's proven that I've used and that my customers and speakers and clients have used with tremendous success, I think is going to be a huge benefit to you. So I'm excited for you to find out what this is. More than anything, I'm excited for you to learn about how you can reimagine your own career and your own potential to help people and spread your message the right way. The other thing I want to mention right now is bonuses. So, we're only enrolling 100 members for this semester of Memberships University, just 100 members. And then we're going to close down again. And, we might open up in another 6 months. We might open up in another year. Now, it all depends on how we decide to do things. But right now, there's only 100 spots available. And, I want to make this an easy, no-brainer decision for you. So everyone who was on the call today is going to get enrollment in all of these programs: Six-Figure Speaking, Seven-Figure Expert, Speaker Apps, and Speaker Social Mastery. And you can go to the order page on Memberships University to see more about what those programs are. But that's a huge value. That's a $497 a month value, and we're going to give you access to all of it just for giving Memberships University a try. Again, there's a lot of things I do as VP of a speakers bureau. Booking speakers to live events is one of them. Running membership academies is another. At this point, it makes me happiest to give back, and especially in a climate, in an environment where everybody's taking too much and asking for too much. I want to give back, and I want to see people start to win in a big way. So we're going to give the whole over-deliver model of things here, and we're gonna try to give you a lot to help you get your career up and running. Six Figure Speaking is one of the most famous and successful speaker training programs in the speaking industry. This is something that's been picked up by thousands of speakers so far, and I think if you want to start a speaking business, that's definitely a program that's going to help you. Seven Figure Expert is perfect for thought leaders and experts, helping you to diversify your offerings and become a better expert. And Speaker Apps is your own mobile app for your speaking business, but of course that can apply to a coaching or training business. We're going to give you your own mobile app. And then Speaker Social Mastery is another training and marketing program to help you bolster your social media marketing efforts. So we're going to give you everything. We're going to give you the entire package to help you get things done right and pointed in the right direction. So there's a lot of people that we've worked with, a lot of people we've helped, and if you want to take a look at some of the testimonials, please do so. You can do that by visiting membershipsuniversity.com and scrolling to the bottom of the page and just reading some of the testimonials from our members. If that looks like something that resonates with you and you feel you could be amidst our members and a part of our organization, we would be honored to have you aboard. And I'd just like to say, lastly, when will you finally be ready to level up your life? When will you finally stop trying to do everything and start focusing on the right thing that makes the biggest impact in your career? When will you finally take action and make your decision on what it is you want to do with, any type of training, any type of goal that you have? It has to be the present. It has to be now, because when we put things off and we, avoid doing the things that we know can help boost and accelerate our career, we just don't get there. We don't get to the point where we can be, again, full-time in business or thriving at the level we know we can and succeeding in the ways that we have the potential to. So if not now, then when? And if this is a program that sounds like it would work for you, if today's message resonated with you, I would just encourage you to be one of those first 100 members. Again, the bonuses we're offering make it a no-brainer. And I just want to give as much as we can to help you get your career started. And if you don't find that this is the right program for you, please let us know. We can easily cancel and refund your money, but I think you'll find that this is exactly what you needed at the right time. So that's about it. No hard sell from us. I know the whole method these days is to push and hammer and bang you over the head with this upsell and that. We're not going to do that. We've got these bonuses that we're going to offer here, and the offer stands on its own. We could charge a lot more than $39 a month, but that's it. That's all we're charging, $39 a month. Anyhow, I think the offer stands on its own, and there's enough value there for you to see that what we're doing is going to help speakers. It's going to help you, and it's going to be the right decision for your career to diversify your income in a really, life-changing way through the membership site model. again, it doesn't have to be, the only message in the world. There's a lot of room for competition. If you have other competitors in your space, you have to just do things differently, and we're going to teach you how to do it differently. You don't have to be the world's leading authority on it. There's ways to package your information that your audience will love, and you can do things differently, and you can be viable as a thought leader, as an expert through the LPM model. So again, I encourage you to get started with this if today's message has been helpful and has resonated with you in any important way. So thanks for watching. The key word for the bonuses is send me my bonus. All you have to do is write me at membership@inspiringspeakers.com with send me my bonus in the subject line, and I'm going to send you that $497 course, Productivity, Mindset, and Strategic Approach for Speakers. But really, it's for any type of expert or thought leader. And we're going to give that to you for free just for attending today. So thanks for watching all the way to the end. And we look forward to hopefully seeing you on the inside of Memberships University. And again, try to get this done now, because there's just no telling how long we're going to have this open. We do have a membership cap on the offer. And if you're interested, now is the time to join. And again, the bonuses may not be available in any future point either. So if you want those bonuses, and if you like the sounds of the training, we look forward to welcoming you aboard and helping you create your very own membership site through the Memberships University Success Blueprints. Thanks again for watching, and we wish you all the best with your career. Thanks again. Bye for now.